Alright boys, if you guys saw, apparently we're gonna have Gowther and Galand dropping here tonight as a banner that is dropping. Hopefully I'll have that somewhere on the screen. If not, I'm sorry, but you guys have probably seen it on Twitter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the video that I typically do for these kind of videos or these kind of announcements of a little showcase on the Galand and the Gowther. I'm gonna start with Gowther and then we're gonna go to Galand. So without further ado, let's just jump into this SP dungeon. So what I'm gonna do within the video is I'm gonna throw both of them into a PvE scenario. And by that I mean I'm going to take them into the SP dungeon orb with the books. And then, hopefully auto's not on. Turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off. There we go. And then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them into PvP. And you probably get destroyed because honestly my Galand is not leveled up. So, go through should be fine. So, without further ado, go through his gear set. What he does, this blue card, his support card, what it does is ranks up units card. So, say I do this and I say I want to rank up Meliodas cards to a rank 2. I click on Meliodas. These cards next turn will now be rank 2. And if I was to click this Gowther card right here and this combines into level 2 naturally, it will now be a level 3 when that invasion arrow goes up. So that's what the blue arrow does. What the red, or what the second skill does, what the first skill does is if it's not a level 1, which unfortunately it combined so I can't show you guys. What it does is, at a level 1, it's just a basic attack that does, I believe, 150 damage. Let me double check. I can't remember off the top of my head. But at level 2, what it does, it attack seals. So hopefully, I can show that off here in a second without this little goon right here dying on us. But let me double check. So 120%. So at rank 1, it's 120%. At rank 2, it's 120%. So the only difference is that at rank 2, it finally does the attack seal. So if I do that, and then we'll just rank up the Meliodas just to show off that it's going to go from, this will be a 2, this will be a 3, and then we'll let that roll out as it is. But if it does not die, you'll see that it will no longer attack me. It did have one debuff card, which will be the only buff that it goes through. So there's a debuff, and as you saw, it no longer attacked me. So this is just the normal card, just 120 damage naturally, and that's all it's going to do. And so I'll just finish this off real quick with the Meliodas so we can get on to the boss stage. Gonna show that off. So now his passive also, when not attacked, which I don't think that debuff card actually counts. Let's double check here really quick. When not attacked, Gowther increases everyone's, yeah, so it is up right now by that 10%. It increases everyone's attack by 10% each time he is not attacked. Once he is attacked, you will lose that debuff. So that is a downside to it. Can I get Gowther cards? Please, I'm trying to show off the Gowther here, not anyone else, but I will finish this off with Meliodas real quick, just to get onto the boss stage here and hopefully get. This boss stage is a lot of debuffs though, so maybe I'll be able to show off that attack seal again, but I might not. If anything, I'll be able to show off the invasion arrow one more time, which unfortunately I don't even get a chance to do that. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try and take this guy out. Trying to show off as much as possible. Let me actually combine that so I can have more room. So boop, combine that to have another card drop, and then boop. So we'll get debuffed, but I do not believe that is an attack debuff. As long as it's not an attack, you will get the 10% extra in order to get that 10% attack boost, which is what he does. And his ultimate, what it does, which is something I wanted to try and get, but unfortunately, okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get his ultimate here. So his ultimate, what it does, it removes ult gauge. With a king associated link, as it's pronounced in global, or a fate link, as we've all get to know and love it here on JP, what it does, it removes ult gauge. Normally, it's just 3. With a king fate, it's 5, which is fantastic, and it's 350% multiplier. With king, it's a 400% multiplier, which you guys will see right here, right now. So this is ultimate. I have mine, I believe, at 4 out of 6, so it's a little bit higher. So the multiplier is at 455, but it's not too big a difference. But if she survives somehow, I don't think she will, but that 5 will drop to 2 because it will get rid of 3 ult gauge. So let's do that. I don't think she'll survive, but in case she does, I guess I'll just shoot her with Gowther cards. But that should be it for this showcase. Yeah, for the Gowther showcase. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna throw him into PvP, and then we'll redo all this for Galand. Okay, so this is the team we're going to be running with Gowther here. It's going to be the Meliodas, Lilia, and this is basically my PvP team that I've been using to rank up. But Gowther is on it, which is fantastic. And this kind of shows that Gowther has been viable since literally he came out. Up to this day, I'm still using him in PvP, just to give you guys an idea that this is my natural team right now that I've been using to play PvP. So without further ado, I'm gonna find a match, get into the match, hopefully not take too long, and move on to the Galand. Alright, so now that we're here on the PvP match, this is fantastic. So as you can see here, now that I have the invasion arrow at rank 2, which I actually didn't think I talked about too much because I didn't get any in the PvP match, but at rank 2, he actually ranks up everyone, so this might cost me the match, but it's okay. So he ranks up everyone that he hits, so we'll do the invasion arrow, which rank up all these cards, and we'll do the level 2, which will attack steal him, and he can no longer attack steal me. I believe that is a red king as well. Oh no, it's a blue king, so he can cleanse it off, but that's okay. But as you can see now, I have my ult already just by combining those 2 cards and using his 2 cards. But invasion arrow, as you saw, increased everyone, and it is now rank 2. The only cards that didn't increase were the ones that just dropped, but other than that, my entire hand is rank 2, and if he does an AoE attack, these Meliodas cards will probably go up to rank 3, but that's fine. Now, we're not here for Meliodas, we're here for Gowther. And now that I have his ultimate as well, which even if he does steal him, which I believe is what he's going to do, I think here with King. Oh, he didn't. Okay, that's fine. So now what I can do is I'm going to do this. Gets rid of ult gauge. This will, as you can see, Daria has 4, Gowther has 5. This one will drop to 1, his will drop to 2, and King will have no ult gauge afterwards. And so now what I'll do after that is try and take out his Gowther as soon as I can, just because Gowther there is actually big trouble. The King is also big trouble, but that's fine. It is what it is there. Now I will have timestamps in in the description so you guys know when I have Gowther, when I'm talking about Gowther, and when I'm talking about Galand, so that way you guys can, if you guys want to know about Galand, you can skip to Galand. If you guys want to know about Gowther, you guys will know when to look for Gowther stuff. So now he's gonna heal, unfortunately. That sucks. That does suck for me because that's just more to work with. You didn't crit, bro. You're supposed to crit those. All right, do another AOE for me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So let's. I think we take out. Can I take out that? Actually, take out that Gowther. Hopefully, but unfortunately, I didn't get any Gowther cards this time around. But as you can see, like even the enemy team is still running Gowther this far into JP. And if that doesn't tell you something, then I don't know what to tell you guys. Now, okay, so now he's gonna seal my Meliodas with the King. I'm gonna assume that's the only move I can see him doing right now. Unfortunately, I again don't have any Gowther cards, so okay, all right. You have 2? Oh, you have a level 3 for him. You're ugly, dude. And he crit me though. On the bright side, he has no attack cards, so let's just do this. Gowther right here should actually be more than enough to finish him off. And I guess I'll just... No, here's that. Let's do this. Here, we'll do this. We'll move that. We'll move the Gowther card, and then we'll use the Gowther card. This should be more than enough to take out that, yeah, his Gowther. Now, one thing that I recommend running with Gowther, me personally, I like my Gowther to survive as long as possible. I like him having... HP defense food. That's what mine runs. You guys can do attack and defense room if you want a really scary Gowther, because Gowther does hit hard. He can be terrifying, but if you guys don't, other than that, that's what I recommend you guys use at least. Now this is quite a predicament up in here because or a pickle, I guess, because he has no rank 2, so Daria is free to ult and will most likely be taking out my Meliodas here, but I guess it is what it is. And I've yet to get more Gowther cards, which is what I want to be showing off, and I just can't get more Gowther cards. Please give me another Gowther card to show off here. I'm trying to show this unit. Okay, now they give me one. Well, with Meliodas dead, oh, they just quit. Okay, that's fine. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move over to the Galand showcase, and I'm sorry this video is gonna be a lot longer than typical, but it is what it is. Okay, so I promise for the PvE version of this Galand, I will throw him on a team that you can make for a global. This is just literally for the PvE showcase. For PvE, you can throw him with Blue Elihawk, Stone Merlin, and you probably have Coin Bond. Literally, it would be like a farm team. I couldn't find Bond, and I got tired of looking for him in this box. So this is what we're gonna rock with the Galand, just to kind of show you guys what he can do in PvE. PvE, not PvP, PvE. For PvP, I promise I will have someone else in the middle. Now, the reason I brought Elihawk is because she gives another buff. And if you're wondering why that matters at all, it's because Galand his skill 1 has Amplify on it. And the way Amplify works is that the more buffs on the unit, the more damage it will do per buff. So 30% more damage per buff active on the unit. So Galen's ultimate, on top of Ellie Hawk, which you guys on Global will have, Galen's ultimate gives them basic attacks, or basic stats, which gives them 4 buffs by default, and then Ellie Hawk gives them the additional resistance. And then the reason I brought Easton is because Easton will give another buff as well that does stack. Now instead of Easton, I believe you can probably bring Green Gowther, but I wouldn't recommend that, or not Green Gowther, Green Hellbrum, but I don't recommend doing that for PvE because that's going to be, you know, terrifying to go up against. But as you can see, I have 2 buffs on him right now. And because of those buffs, I believe it might show here, it might not. I think it does. Extra 50%, that's because of Easton though. So what it's going to show here is how much damage it's going to do. This skill 1 has Amplify, which is fantastic. Now his second skill has Bleed on it. So on rank 2, it inflicts 102% damage of attack on all enemies targeting, and it makes it bleed for 2 turns. So each one of these skills does bleed for 2 turns. And then what we're going to do here is just move that. Hopefully I can show off Galand more than I showed off Gowther, but there you go. 57k off a rank 1 because he has 2 buffs on him. Granted, it's also the gear that he has on, which is, my gear is insane. But other than that, this Galand is level 60. Level 60 at 6 stars. And there you go, the bleed took him out right there. Let's do that, and hopefully here I can combine. Let me actually use some of these cards to get them out of the way. Hold on. Let's do that. Let's combine that, and then we'll do the bleed. Yeah, that works. So that way I can get that rank 3 with Ellie, and hopefully I can show that off on the boss. And I can get my ultimate with Galand here to hopefully also show off on the boss. So that way you guys can see a almost maxed out Galand here. Oh, I didn't want all those ults. That's unfortunate. Let's do that. Let's waste these 2 right here, because that Galand ultimate is more than enough to take out this random right here. Boom, 92k on his ultimate. Now, if he had, I believe, yeah, obviously if he had buffs, he's just going to be doing more damage. His ultimate doesn't have Amplify on it. Only his skill 1 has Amplify. So now let me talk about his passives really quick. His passive, as you can see here, which should, does it only work in PvP? No, it should work in, no, it should work in PvE. I wonder why you don't see anyone with that. Oh, I guess it was last turn, but that's fine. I'll show it off in PvE one more time, or in PvP once we're there. So his passives, what it does is that it applies pressure. When it applies pressure, it means that it now taunted a unit, or one unit on the field is taunted randomly and can only target the Galand, which is really, really good. What we're gonna do here is that we're gonna buff more, and we're gonna attack the main boss with Galand on a skill 1 just to show it off. Now, if some of you are wondering why I didn't bring Gowther to rank up his skills, it's because of 62k with all those buffs on him. And it's just a normal bleed. The reason I didn't is because his commandment petrifies anyone who ranks up a skill or deranks a skill unnaturally. So like Gowther's invasion arrow, when he uses it to rank up a skill, or Meliodas' counter Meliodas, not sure you guys have to worry about that one yet, but counter Meliodas' his passive, it makes his skill rank up. It will make it to where they are now petrified for 2 turns, and it's actually super annoying to deal with. So hopefully I run into a Gowther in this PvP match that I'm about to use him in, but that's what his commandment does. It's literally this quick overview of Galand, just because I don't want this video to drag on for too long. But then his ultimate, just really quick, besides the base stats, it does hit for 420% of his attack. So it is a hard hitting ultimate. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a team that Global can make as well as on JP, so you guys can run them on PvP. Okay, so now this team is pretty realistic when it comes to you being able to make this on Global. So we got the Ellie Hawk, who is on Global, that buffs up the Galand as well. I explained why I said she would be good on the team. And then we have, obviously, Galand, who we're trying to showcase. King, who is a very good unit even to this day on JP. And then Merlin, who just came out. I hope you guys pulled her. If not, I mean, it is what it is. This is still a doable Global team. And actually, all the supports, same thing. You can actually use all of them on Global. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in here and find a match really quick. Hopefully, like I said, we can run into a Gowther. I've been running into a lot of them, so this shouldn't be too hard to run into a Gowther. More than anything, because I want to show off his petrification. But if anything, maybe we can even run into a counter or a Lost Vein Meliodas, because he also ranks up unnaturally. That also goes for ultimates like Hauser's, who ranks down skill cards with his ultimate, that also would count as his commandment activating. And we have Lilia, who Lilia actually... does Lilia D-rank? No, her ultimate D-ranks, but I guess it is what it is. So you can see here, he has now activated his taunt, which is what this little buff up here is. It's actually a horrible matchup for the match that I want to show off. That little thing right here on Lilia, that like face thing, that means that she is the one who's petrified, so I can't take debuffs from her. And I also can't wait, I can't take debuffs from her. And she can't target anyone else but Galand. The only thing is that because she's more AoE, she can hit whoever she wants, basically. But it is what it is here. Again, this matchup was really bad. You know what? I think I'm gonna cut this one out. And I'm gonna cut it out from here, and I'll go into one more match, and hopefully run into a Gowther. If I don't, well, we'll just run that match instead. Hopefully it is a Gowther, though. Okay. So this time around, I actually got to run into a Gowther, which is actually fantastic. So now we can actually show off his petrification. And then the king can only target the Galand, which is great because that means he cannot petrify me. This is actually a fantastic setup right off the bat, or off the second, you know, like try. But I don't think that Estarosa's commandment can... No, I think it might be able to. Yeah, okay, so I want to give that to him. I'm gonna try and take out the... Actually, I want to show you off. So let's try and take out this king, see if it's possible. I don't think it is, but we'll try anyways, you know. It's worth trying. I don't think I'm gonna win this match because with Galand, there's just no way. With this team in general, there's just no way. They're just not ranked up enough. The only ones that could potentially win this for me are the king and Merlin in the back, but even then, I'm not holding my breath to win any of these matches, at least. So I want him to rank up so that way you guys can see that Gowther get petrified. There it is. Okay, so now you'll see Gowther is petrified for 2 turns, which is upsetting. And I believe, yeah, Galand can't be petrified because the king is targeting him, which is absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do here is I think we're going to just combine that, do that, and then I'm going to actually stop the king from being able to do anything so he doesn't heal again. I'm going to try and get my ultimate with Galand so that way I can show off his critical overload, I believe is what it's called, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that one too long. Now, Gowther is the only one that is going to affect, but you know, it's okay. We're still doing what we want to do and showing off what we wanted to show off. So, what can I do here? Because regardless, I'm going to take a lot of damage here. I basically have a mono blue team. Let's do that. Hopefully I can get my ultimate, and then I'll heal just to cleanse off. And from the looks of it, Galand has attacked, and I did not see any debuffs on him from Estarosa, so he is not getting debuffed either, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm hoping this will kill, but it won't, unfortunately. And oh, that almost... Oh no, he is debuffed. Okay. And now I get to heal back with King real quick, so that is good. That's a plus. Now, I can't... From the looks of it, I might not be able to show off the ultimate because he's going to use the Estarosa ultimate, which won't allow me to do anything next turn, and it looks like that king is also gonna literally just alt wipe me, which is unfortunate. But that's the basics to Galand. There's no winning this one for me. I can't do anything to get out of it. As much as I would love to hope that I could win, I can't. So let's just do that. That king ult's gonna wipe me. But that's the basics to the Galand and Gowther. This is probably a must summon banner. And the reason I say that is because I love the fact that they're putting Gowther and his counterpart in one banner, and that way if you pull one and not the other, it works out for you, because you have so many options for PvP on global right now because of it. You can choose Galand, you can choose Gowther, you can, you know, just rock however it is you want to rock it out, and it works. I think it's cool that they did that. I personally like it. Let me know your comments or your thoughts in the comment section below if you guys like that they did that or not. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys found this useful in any sort of way. If you did, hit the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, yes, I'm trying to still do this PvP match, but consider hitting that subscribe button down below. And other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.
Perfect Cube. 私の実験に貢献したくないか? 暴食の罪、ボアシン・マーリンだ。よろしく頼む。ロケーション、研究の標本がまた増えたな。素晴らしい。最初からお前らに勝ち目などなかった。